He's Devon.
And he's Joe.
And we're reviewing a movie. Fun fact. Like, that's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity thing, right?
Yeah. Well, we just got out of the Purge election year. And I want to give full disclosure. I have a strong guilty pleasure towards slasher movies.
And I hate the first two Purge movies with a passion.
And admittedly, that's a small bias, but I recognize objectively that there's only a handful of slashers that are good. But I hate the first two Purge movies with a burning passion. They are D movies. They're not good. And Purge Anarchy and The Purge were two of the worst movies of those years.
They were.
And I want to say, after coming out of this movie, I am pleasantly surprised at how awesome this fucking flick is. This movie was so good. It's so much better than it has any right to be. It is the popcorn movie of the summer, and I say that because
summer just started.
So far, because we have sat through some stinkers.
If you haven't noticed.
Yeah. I mean, I don't consider Finding Dory to be a popcorn movie. I don't consider Captain America to be a popcorn movie.
And Captain America wasn't really summer.
In the beginning of May. I think it counts.
I don't.
But this movie is just... You know what? This is going to be the movie that I cite for the rest of my life on saying, dumb concept, good movie.
It was actually... I was surprised at how good I actually
It is executed so well.
I do not like the horror genre, and I enjoyed myself and the movie. Mm-hmm. Even though every jump scare I was like a little bitch. You can ask Devon.
He was. He's really bad, apparently. I had no idea how bad he was until trailers for other movies were coming on.
God.
He's bad. I don't know how many more movies we're going to review. I enjoyed
the movie.
You know what?
And I hate the other two.
Is dumb. And I'll tell you, if you can't get past the concept, you won't enjoy the movie. It doesn't matter how good they make the movie. But I am so shocked that this is written and directed by the same person that did the first two.
Really?
I am shocked. I thought that they changed it up because this movie impressed me so much. The script is smart, it's lean, it's inventive. It's the best Purge movie by a
and it's
fucking
funny.
miles.
You enjoy yourself in this movie.
It mixes so many genres, and it does it somehow effectively. Because it mixes a lot. It's a cat and mouse movie, it's a political thriller, it's a slasher film, it's an action movie, and it's a comedy, all at the same time. That usually means your movie's a mess.
It balances out so well.
It's so balanced out.
It's like its own genre now.
Yeah. This movie was fucking great. I remember this morning, or no, not this morning. Before I left, I looked at the tomato meter around like 5 o'clock. This movie was sitting at a 64. And I was like, what? This is fresh? And usually I don't give a shit about Rotten Tomatoes, but I look out of curiosity to know what I'm in for. And the high number didn't sway me, because I was like, this is just critics being like, oh, it's a Purge movie, push posh, we don't care about it. Just, it's passable. This movie's good. I cared about the characters. I don't want to say any spoilers, because I actually think you should see this movie.
Yeah, I agree.
But there is a scene... I don't want to give any spoilers at all.
There's a death.
Character goes down. I'm not going to say who it is. Mm-hmm. You care about it. It was so refreshing.
I fucking teared up.
Yeah, the last couple months, we've gone seeing horror movies. And movies, sorry, not horror movies.
Movies in general.
There's no character development in almost any of them. There's no story arcs. There's no story, there's no nothing. They're just, a lot of them were dog shit. Finding Dory was the only good one we saw. And this... I'm amazed at how good this is, because I hated the first two. I thought the second one, people were way too easy on it. If you dig them, great. God bless you. If you find them entertaining, great. They were not my thing. They were so not my thing. I thought they were horribly made movies. And what I hate about the first two Purges so much is they try to overreach. When it's a slasher movie, when it's a home invasion movie, and it's being generic, that's when the movie's at its height. When it's trying to do political satire, so flat. Everything goes over your head, you're rolling your eyes, it's fucking stupidity, nothing worked. This movie's political satire is actually pretty fucking strong. With the fucking 2016 presidential election, which is a horror show. I don't want to get...
That's its own slasher film, everyone.
I don't want to get political on this channel, but that's a fucking shit show. And this movie actually does a good job at sanitizing it. Like, the fucking Purge candidate is Donald Trump. And the fucking, the woman senator is, I would say, actually Bernie Sanders. Bernie. She's more accurate to Bernie than Hillary.
Feel the burn!
And this movie surprised me in every way. It's a delight. It's a fun time at the movies. Not for kids. If you have a kid under 16,
not for kids.
Do not take them. Like, legit, do not. I'm not the kind of person that says that during a review. I actually hate it when critics say that in a review. But if you have a kid under 16 and they want to see this, it depends on the kid. But
or if you're
I would go
17 and
safe.
easily scared and don't do horror, take my advice, don't see this. But if you love cinema, see this.
Man, this is actually a really good popcorn flick.
I am so impressed at how much I enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, same.
I have a few nitpicks, though.
I do, too.
Okay, so my nitpicks. First thing, I felt that at points the plot, like, it was a pretty decent plot, but the plot could drag at times, and I felt like it was kind of repeating itself one point to another over and over and over again. Small thing, but it kind of bugged me a bit. But what I didn't like the most, and this is also, once again, a small thing, I felt that, like, the flow, the transitions, the editing was all really well done, and the directing, for the most part, was well done. It's just sometimes scenes, the camera work would just, like, flop off the characters and then just go right back. I don't know if that was a choice on purpose, or I really don't know. I didn't like the style. I felt like it was distracting. That's my opinion, though, but those are really the only problems I have with this movie.
Well, you know what? I could be honest with that, because with Anarchy, I actually, the first Purge, I like a little more than Anarchy, to be honest. Not popular opinion. Because when it's being a home invasion movie, it's actually well directed, despite being extremely generic. Purge Anarchy is a just as dumb script, and it's directed so poorly. He's flat out lazy in that movie. And I think what I like about this director is, the problems with the first movie for most critics were like, hey, you have this night of everything's legal. Why are we staying in this fucking house the whole time? This is bullshit. It's just a home invasion movie. He listened. When he made the sequel, when he got the opportunity to make the sequel, he took it outside. Was it good? No, not really. He still listened to the negativity, and he improved this movie.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that he's listening to the reviews. That's kind of cool. Not a lot of filmmakers can do that.
Especially since this movie is produced by Michael Bay.
Oh my god, this is the best Platinum Dunes movie ever.
I know.
By far. This is the best movie they've ever had their logo in front of. Jesus, this is a Platinum Dunes movie. I totally forgot about that.
Michael Bay, you made a good movie, man.
This is a Platinum Dunes movie.
He's got his Transformers 1 mojo back.
No, but, more like The Rock. But I do have a little nitpick. There's a moment where I call bullshit. I don't want to give any spoilers, but there was one moment where I was like, bullshit. But I forgave it because the movie's good.
Is it the explosion?
Yes, it has to do with the explosion.
The explosion.
No spoilers, okay. I don't want to say
I will agree,
it has to do with an explosion.
Yes, there's an explosion near the beginning. It is bullshit.
Bullshit.
It is
bullshit.
Actually, it's Deus Ex Machina also, just so the villains have an excuse to find them. Yep, but no.
This movie's so over the top, too. I fucking love it. The chick in the beginning, I don't want to give any spoilers again, the person that has the Kiss Me mask in the trailer, she is so over the top, and the actress can actually nail it. To the point where it's funny, but still menacing,
and you really want them to be shot.
Taking you out of it. You want them to die. Oh, you want them to die. But anyway, I need to get into flaws, because this movie's not perfect, but like you said, there are a few shots where it's kind of zoning out, and that's the director's style, and that's fine. I don't have to like his whole style, just make a good movie, and he did. God bless him.
Yeah, I liked a lot of his shots. I did. Especially like when he would do aerial shots when they were wandering around rooms.
I loved that.
Really liked that.
That was something that was completely missing in Anarchy. When the Purge just starts, there's like a shot of like DC and the fucking, I don't know what that tower's called. I am bad at history.
Yeah.
But, and you hear the siren in the background, and I was like, that's actually pretty ominous. That's good. Like, this movie's so much better than it has any right to be.
I also really liked how with the columns where Lincoln's statue is, how it went from Purge, and then it focused right out, and you saw the whole thing with Lincoln standing in the sitting in the middle. I liked that. This
movie is batshit insane, and it never takes you out of it. There's a talent to this movie. This might just be a one-hit wonder here, but this movie's undeniably good. And it's the best Purge movie by far. But anyway, I didn't even get to my main flaw of this movie. My main flaw of this movie is the scene. It's in the trailer. I'm not going to tell you any spoilers on it. But the scene in the church, it deflated for me. It wasn't, the satire was still working, but it deflated because it did go too far.
In the church or in the back rooms?
In the church.
In the church, okay.
When he's doing his sermon.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I didn't care for that.
Over the top. It went too far. It was like the first 2 Purge movies. But then when that scene's over, he quickly comes back to this cool, stylish, slick thriller. This is a well-made movie, and I am fucking pleasantly surprised. This movie's awesome. When I don't like Anarchy, I've already said that a bunch of times in this review. When people came out of that movie and said how great it was, I was like, I'm gonna wait till it's home video for that one. And it came on demand, and I watched it. I didn't get it. I don't get it. If you like that movie, that's fine, great, but I don't get it. This movie, I get it. It is a huge improvement. If you're a Purge fan, you have to see this. If you're mixed on the first films, see it. If you don't like the way the films were executed, but think the idea can be good, see it.
If you flat out hate it like we do, see it.
Yeah.
Regardless, see this fucking movie.
I recommend seeing this, even if you can't get past the concept. If you can't get past this concept, it probably doesn't matter how well they make this movie. But this is a well-made movie, and I think you should give it a shot. I hope this movie makes money.
So do I. Honest to God, I recommend this movie over Finding Dory. I honestly recommend this movie over Finding Dory.
I think Finding Dory is a better film. I think this movie is more fun to watch.
Yeah. I also don't think, though, like, Finding Dory, like, it's become this big thing. Everyone's gonna end up seeing it eventually. If you want to go see a movie and have a fun time at the movies, go see this movie. Honest to God. Worth your money.
It is violent, though.
It is.
Fair warning, this is the most violent Purge movie yet.
It got an 18A rating here in Canada and R rating in the States. And I'm just happy. Like you said, like, they bumped it up from that 14A to that 18A.
Yeah, they went all out.
And it doesn't disappoint.
They went all out. When that Purge first starts, it is graphic as fuck. Some of the shit it shows you is disturbing. Like, it actually got to me.
The first swear word in the movie is cunt.
It is.
And I love that.
That boardroom scene, which bothered me so much in the trailer, because people don't talk like that. It still bothered me a little bit in the movie, but it's handled better than I expected.
I actually really liked that scene.
Yeah, same. It's handled better. In the trailer, I was literally, the first time I saw the trailer was in a theater, and when he's like, we need to do something about that senator, I shouted, no one talks like that, and apparently I got a laugh, which was kind of nice. But it's true, I hate movies that do that. This movie actually kind of does it well. You buy that he's actually a complete evil son of a bitch. And, like, when it comes to the speeches in this movie, if this movie was made 2 years ago, it wouldn't have impacted me as hard. Because I wouldn't have bought some of the people going, yes, go, woo, woo, woo. But after Donald Trump, I'll buy anything.
That's true.
That election has really brought my faith in humanity a little down. I'm still going political. I need to stop. I don't want to make this channel political. But this is a great movie. I recommend full price. If you enjoy the Purge movies, you have nothing to worry about. If you don't, cheap night or solid rental. This movie is a solid rental. You should pay money to see this. Yeah. Give them your money. This is a well-made movie. People are going to give us so much shit for hating Independence Day and loving this. I don't care. This is a better movie. It's well made. What did you grade?
Alright, well, I was throughout the movie, like, when I watch these movies, I'm thinking in my head at the same time what I'm liking, what I'm disliking. Yeah. And near the end of the film, I've usually got, like, a letter grade, pretty solid, picked out. And near the end, I was leaning on an A-, actually. And then the death that we talked about happened, and the way that this movie was able to hit you in the feels and actually make you feel, it handles it so well, especially in, like, that end scene. And there's the picture of the person that died.
Yep.
The way that made me feel, like, I literally, as soon as I showed that picture, I stood down, I'm like, fuck, and I was fanning myself, because I didn't want to cry, but I felt like I was about to, and I teared up a little bit. I will admit, I will give up my manhood for a moment, that I did tear up. For that reason, this movie is an A for me. I'm giving this movie an A.
Wow, wow. I'm kind of amazed at that. I love this movie very, very much. It's a great popcorn fic. Is the concept stupid? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the concept is stupid. Of course it's stupid, but there's character development. The script is smart and inventive. It's a well-shot movie. It's just well-made. It feels like the director is a whole new person.
And also, for the pretense of the movie, the Purge, the plot is handled really well.
Yeah, it is. I'm a little surprised. I'm shocked. I'm amazed. And it's a huge, huge, huge surprise. And I'm going to give this film an A-. I can't quite get it to A. But it's 2 A's from us. A Purge movie. 2 A's. From us. I would give the first 2 Ds.
Oh,
not D pluses or minuses, Ds.
I'd give the first one a D as well, but the second one I'd fail it.
Oh, Frank Grillo's so good in the second one.
I can't handle that movie.
His character is good.
I don't care. I can't handle that movie.
He honestly saves it from an F for me.
For me, no.
I see why you give it an F. Yeah, I see. It's not a good movie. Can't. I actually think it's worse than the first one, but Frank Grillo can carry a shitty movie. And he can carry a good movie, too. This movie's so good.
Anyways, see this movie. We both enjoyed it. Don't hate us for liking this movie and not liking Independence Day. This is just the better film.
Independence Day was dog shit.
It was.
This movie was inventive and fun and a great blockbuster. What blockbusters should be. Inventive and fun.
Anyways, I believe that's all. You can join us next time as we are going to the movies to see Mr. Steven Spielberg's The Big Friendly Giant.
Oh, I'm so excited for that movie.
So join us next time for that review. I'm excited to see where that comes from.
Mm-hmm.
What happens right there.
We
did not read the book, though, so we won't be doing this, book adaptation. We're going purely for the cinema.
Mm-hmm. All the cinema with all the Spielbergs.
Let's just hope, though, that it isn't another Warcraft.
I mean, how amazing is it, though, that we can still go to a movie theater and see a movie from a living legend?
That's
like
true.
a Spielberg or a Scorsese.
Frickin' Spielberg.
It's fucking great. Even David Fincher. He's younger, but he's a living legend.
And you see all these up-and-coming superstars and legends in the making, and it's
kind of amazing.
It's a great time to be alive right now, guys.
You know what? Movies are fantastic. That's all I'm going to say.
Anyways, that's all from us for tonight. He's Devon.
And he is Joe.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye. Go Purge. Go Purge.